For the first time in American history, a president of the United States, former in this case, is sitting for a criminal trial. Now, look, it is absolutely historic because we've never had a president display listen, we've had some doozies as president. We've had some maniacs and some criminals and some horrible individuals sit and preside in the White House as president of the United States, without a doubt. And without a doubt, Donald Trump is the worst among them. A scourge on the people of the United States, Donald Trump. And so when you hear, and you're going to hear at the end of this clip here, when you hear news people say, oh, the first time ever this has ever been done to a president, they are ignoring, by design, that it's the first time that an American president has committed the crimes that Donald Trump has. It's the first time in the history of our country that we've had such an absolute disrespecter of the rule of law, and that's saying something, as I just said, as Donald Trump. Before he went into court, he came out, of course, made his statement. And I really want you to pay attention to the demeanor here and him trying to put on a brave face. He's acting as though he's proud to be there. He's happy to be there. He wants to be there. This is all part of the design of him standing in the gap for regular Americans, as though regular Americans make $130,000 secret payments to porn stars who they had sex with while their wife was at home caring for their newly born baby, and then made that payment secret so it wouldn't interfere in their run for president. This is not how it works. Normal Americans aren't under the crosshairs of an oppressive government looking to prosecute them for things that Donald Trump has been indicted for. 4 indictments, 91 felony criminal counts. So watch this statement and really try to tune into the brave face that Donald Trump is putting on. It's like when a 4-year-old skins their knee or smashes their head on a coffee table and doesn't want to cry, but you can tell it's just happening. It's getting ready to happen. That's what you're getting ready to witness. A toddler holding back tears. Watch this.
Are you going to lose voters if there's a conviction?
This is an assault on America. Nothing like this has ever happened before. There's never been anything like it. Every legal scholar says this case is nonsense. It should never have been brought. It doesn't deserve anything like this. There is no case, and they've said it. People that don't necessarily follow or like Donald Trump said this is an outrage that this case was brought. This is political persecution. This is a persecution like never before. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And again, it's a case that should have never been brought. It's an assault on America. And that's why I'm very proud to be here. This is an assault on our country. And it's a country that's failing. It's a country that's run by an incompetent man who's very much involved in this case. This is really an attack on a political opponent. That's all it is. So I'm very honored to be here. Thank you very much.
Nothing like this has ever been brought. Called it an outrage. And the truth is, a case like this has never been brought before, not just for what you guys were talking about, but also the fact that this is a former president now being tried on a criminal matter, Kerry.
And then you get the commentary from the peanut gallery in the way of Bill Hemmer there at the end. Nothing like this has ever been brought against the president of the United States. Donald Trump's honored to be there, proud to be there. Case is an outrage. It's an assault on America, Donald Trump says, as though he is America, that he embodies what it means to be America. Donald Trump, and by the way, this is the weakest of the cases. This is the absolute weakest of the 4 criminal cases against him. But he faces jail time here. A former ex-president of the United States faces jail time for his crimes related to what absolutely was election interference. Him attempting to put his thumb on the scale by not giving the voters all of the information necessary to make that decision. I mean, even when the Access Hollywood tape came out, well, they love it. They'll let you do anything when you're famous or whatever idiot, misogynistic, abusive, sexually abusive thing that he said. Republicans were ready to cut bait with this guy. But he has such a hypnotic effect on dum-dums who are voters in the Republican Party that people like Jason Chaffetz think, what am I going to tell my 15-year-old daughter if I vote for Donald Trump? And now he's chief among the defenders of Donald Trump. Apparently, he got rid of his kids. He doesn't care what they think. What am I going to tell them? It doesn't matter, Jason. But so many Republicans did that. They were ready to cut bait over that. And now, to the party that character matters, remember that? During Clinton's administration. I'm going to talk about that in another video with Chris Sununu and George Stephanopoulos. But it is absolutely rich that this is where we are, and Republicans are defending it. Republicans are ready to vote for this guy again. This is their guy. It's do or die. You get him elected or the party is just going to go away. Because it's no longer the Republican Party. This is the Trump Party. And without Trump, what do they do? Where do they go? How do they react? How do they go on? They don't, because it isn't the Republican Party. I'm shocked they haven't even put a different name on the party. There is a level of surprise that they haven't gone that far to change the name. I mean, his daughter-in-law, Dopey Laura Trump, is the chair of the party, co-chair, but she chairs the party. She makes integral decisions about where money goes, to whom, which candidates get dollars that Republican donors have given. Most of it's going to go to Donald Trump, and most of that money is going to go to Donald Trump's legal bills so he can stand outside court and say how proud he is to be there. Anyway, this is going to be a circus. They're going to make sure it's as much of a circus as they can make it. And hopefully there will be people like me included, but to make sense of it, to kind of strip away the circus element and talk about the details that we do get, especially starting after today. Anyway, what do you think? I'd love to know. Let's have a conversation in the comments. We can disagree agreeably, I'm sure. I'm certain of it. Doesn't always happen in the comment sections, which are brutal and gross sometimes. You can also call. Leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. I'd love to hear from you. If you appreciate my work and you want to join the channel membership family, you can click the join button below. Do just that. Become a channel member for $2 a month. You can also go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. I'm on social media everywhere at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there. And I will see you next time. This isn't going to stop at any time soon. So I will be here next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.